As cooler weather approaches, it's time to gear up with Red Wing shoes. Hi, Teresa here from the Fargo Red Wing Shoe Store. Keep your feet warm, dry, and comfortable this season with our premium selection of work boots designed for the toughest conditions. Whether you're working outdoors or enjoying an adventure, Red Wing Shoes has you covered with durable insulated footwear. 3003 Main Avenue in Fargo, Red Wing Shoes for ultimate durability.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is November 17th. Lisa, Lydia, Scott with you here this morning. We have a nice quiet start to our week with some rain chances or sprinkle chances. Lydia, I'll get to. But first, we always like to remind you, we're live on Facebook right around this time every weekday morning. Love it when you join us live, but it stays on your feed throughout the day, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you or listen to it as a podcast. Just go to inform.com/podcast and look for the Inform Minute.
We also have breaking news this morning that we'll get into after the forecast here. SWAT team on scene at a apparent standoff, so we'll talk about that in just a second. First, this Monday morning, it's kind of just meh.
It's fine. It's a fine day of weather. It's a little bit sunny this morning, especially the further east and northeast that you are. We'll have increasing clouds from the southwest. If you're in Fargo and you look off to the west and southwest, you can see the clouds and they're marching in our direction. So we will go mostly gray by this afternoon. Otherwise, a light wind out of the east, 5 to 15 miles an hour, highs near 40. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's okay weather for today. No big worries. There's a little system of rain and even some snow moving across South Dakota later on tonight. I'd say late evening into the overnight. And our southern sections could get scraped with an isolated sprinkle or a flurry out of that. It'll probably happen while you're sleeping, so you won't even know because it's not going to leave anything behind. Nonetheless, if you wake up in the middle of the night or if you're an overnight commuter and you see a little green or blue on the radar, that's why. It's because of that system that's moving in South Dakota and missing us. Otherwise, tomorrow, mostly cloudy. We'll see peaks of sun, temps once again near 40, and a very light wind tomorrow, 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the southeast. Once again, a fine November day. Any day in November you go without a snowstorm is, I guess...
Yeah, that's positive.
Pretty good. Wednesday is going to be your next best chance at seeing any moisture. Some scattered light showers develop midday into the afternoon. Does look like rain as temperatures are in about the low to mid 40s for Wednesday, so I'm not worried about snow with that one. Winds down overnight Wednesday, gone by Thursday morning. Places that do see rain, maybe a 1/10 of an inch, few hundredths, so nothing big, no super soakers. Once again, a lot of us will miss out and not even know that it rained in other spots. Your Thursday looks dry. Friday, we get some sunshine back and we keep it that way into Saturday. Temperatures are pretty close to the 40-degree mark all week long. They're just kind of even. A little bit breezy on Thursday. Otherwise, for the most part, even a calm wind. It's a boring week of weather. What am I going to talk about all week long? I sure will. One interesting thing that I was digging through stuff, November 19th, which would be Wednesday, because today's the 17th. November 19th is our first snowfall of 2024. So last year, that was the first date that we saw snow. I don't have that happening. So Fargo continues to see no snow, and we'll push that date back even further. That'll probably put us in the top 10 for latest snowfalls on record. Grand Forks did pick up a trace and actually a 1/10 of an inch back on November 8th. That was the day that NDSU played UND. If you remember, it was flurrying outside. So Grand Forks did already get measurable snow, even though it was a 1/10 of an inch. Fargo has none so far. We saw a couple of flurries that night, but it wasn't anything that was measurable, so it does not go down in the books. Okay, that's all. See, I can always find something to blab about.
All right, well, back to the breaking news that you mentioned right off of the top. Active right now, a standoff at an apartment building in North Fargo. Right now, the Red River Valley SWAT team is at an apartment building on Dakota Drive North. That's about 3 blocks south of the NDSU campus. Fargo police put out an alert. They're asking people to avoid the area while the SWAT team works. We do have a crew on scene right now. It appears the building is being evacuated. We are working to learn more about what's going on. We do have a message in to Fargo Police, but of course still a very active situation. But stay with us on air and of course on inform.com for updates.
Also breaking this morning, a car ran into a building backwards in South Fargo. The crash happened on 42nd Street across from Theraldson Baseball Park. A car backed into a building that has multiple businesses in it, including the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Our crew on the scene saw officers talking with a man in the back of a squad car. We've reached out to Fargo Police and are working to get more information, learn exactly how this crash happened, if anyone was hurt, charges, anything like that. So stick with us for updates on this story and the SWAT story. We'll have updates as soon as we get them.
A Cass County, Minnesota deputy was shot and a suspect is dead after a chase near Walker, Minnesota. Someone called 911 around 4:30 Sunday afternoon after hearing gunshots in a rural area east of town. As deputies were investigating, they tried to talk to a man who was walking down the road. He ran away. Deputies chased him. That's when they exchanged gunfire. A deputy was hit and had to be taken by a helicopter to a Fargo hospital. The suspect was pronounced dead at the scene. The Minnesota BCA is investigating now, and all deputies who were involved have been put on critical incident leave.
A huge grain elevator fire over the weekend. It happened in Mayville. You probably saw some video of it. Crazy video, huge flames. And this morning, the city of Mayville is still asking people who live there to watch how much water they're using. And that's because the water tower has to catch up, refill with water, because they used so much water to fight that fire. It happened at the O'Brien Seed grain elevator Saturday night. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. No other property was damaged, but that grain elevator completely destroyed. The fire department is asking people to stay away from that scene where that fire happened as they continue to tear down the building and monitor it for any potential flare-ups or hot spots.
Fargo police are asking for your help right now as they investigate a weekend shooting. They were called out around 1:45 early Sunday morning to an area near 11th Avenue and 3rd Street North on a report of gunshots. After talking to several witnesses, police pulled over a car and found several teens and guns inside that vehicle. Police arrested two 17-year-old boys and a 16-year-old boy for unlawful possession of handguns. Police say they also found some spent shell casings at the scene, and later a man showed up at a local hospital with a gunshot wound to his foot. So right now they want to know anything you might know about the shooting. Also, they're asking if you might have video of the incident, if you live in that area at all, that could help the investigation to let them know. You can call Fargo Police or even text in a tip.
Today on Hot Mic with Dom Izzo, it was another uneven game for J.J. McCarthy and the Vikings. How Minnesota's playoff hopes have been pretty much evaporated after losing to the Bears. Plus, Moorhead will play on after the Spuds knocked off Lakeville South. An early look ahead to the state championship game matchup with Edina. That's from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra and Inforum.com.
Now's a great time to get that Inforum.com subscription. 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. Just go to Inforum.com/subscribe to check out the deals.
Make sure to join us for our next newscast at 11 o'clock. And then throughout the afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, we're going to have updates on our breaking news stories this morning, whenever those updates become available. So make sure to tune in for that.
Have a great day, everyone.
This podcast is brought to you without paywalls, thanks to support from our digital subscribers. If you subscribe, thank you. If you don't, visit Inforum.com/subscribe for our introductory offer, just $2 for 6 months.